boom, we're kicking things off with a bang. A major verdict has just been rendered in the shocking murder trial of Aniah Blanchard, the stepdaughter of former UFC fighter Walt Harris. We've got all the details on the guilty verdict and what it means for Ibrahim Yazid. Then, get ready for some heavyweight action as UFC champion Tom Aspinall is back in the gym, posting videos of himself smashing pads and suplexing the heavy bag, all while calling it light training after a devastating injury. We're breaking down his return and what it means for the division. But the drama doesn't stop there. Promoter Eddie Hearn is absolutely ripping into Tom Aspinall's UFC contract, calling it a F***-seeking disgrace, and clashing with Dana White. We've got the inside scoop on the fighter pay controversy. And finally, we're diving into the fight game with Gilbert Burns expressing skepticism over Colby Covington's latest claims about a potential matchup. Is chaos just telling stories again? We've got the breakdown and all the updates you need. Stick around, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Justice has been served in a shocking murder trial. A jury has found Ibrahim Yazid guilty of the murder of Aniah Blanchard, the stepdaughter of former UFC fighter Walt Harris. Blanchard, just 19 years old, vanished in October 2019. Her car later found with a significant amount of blood, leading to the discovery of her body a month later. Yazid, who is out on bail for separate violent charges at the time, will now face life in prison when sentenced on May 7th. This case tragically led to the implementation of Aniah's law, preventing violent offenders from being eligible for bond. The impact has been profound, with Walt Harris himself returning to the octagon amidst the tragedy and later facing his own suspension. The legal system has spoken, delivering a verdict that resonates deeply within the community. This verdict brings a measure of closure, but the fight for justice is far from over. And speaking of fights, get ready for an update on a UFC champion making waves both in and out of the octagon. He's back. UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall has sent shockwaves through the MMA world with videos of his return to the gym, showcasing intense pad work and heavy bag suplexes, all while humorously labeling it light training. This comes after a freak fingerpoke injury abruptly ended his title fight against Cyril Gane at UFC 321. Some speculate the injury might have saved him from a potential loss, as he was reportedly being overwhelmed. Aspinall, under new management, is signaling his intent to come for it all, but his return timeline remains uncertain, potentially late 2026. This also comes as an interim title is set to be decided between Gane and Alex Pereira, adding another layer of intrigue to the division. While Aspinall gears up for his comeback, his contract situation is sparking major controversy. You won't believe what one promoter is saying about it. Eddie Hearn is pulling no punches when it comes to Tom Aspinall's UFC contract, calling it an absolute F***-seeking disgrace. In a heated exchange with the media, Hearn, who now represents the UFC heavyweight champion, didn't hold back his criticism of fighter pay, specifically highlighting Aspinall's current deal. He expressed disbelief at the compensation, especially considering the potential revenue Aspinall's fights generate. Hearn argues that after taxes and team expenses, the current pay leaves little incentive for fighters, particularly after enduring significant injuries like Aspinall's recent eye poke. This outspoken stance by Hearn reignites the ongoing debate about fighter compensation within the UFC, with many fighters echoing Hearn's sentiments that pay is not keeping pace with the organization's growth. As contract disputes heat up, another fighter is weighing in on the mind games within the UFC roster. What's he saying about a potential opponent? Gilbert Burns isn't buying Colby Covington's latest pronouncements. Having pursued a fight with chaos for years, Burns expressed significant skepticism upon hearing Covington claim the UFC is waiting for the winner of Burns' upcoming bout against Mike Malott. Burns, speaking candidly, suggested that Covington, much like Chael Sonnen, is prone to telling stories and that his words shouldn't be taken at face value. Burns is laser-focused on his own fight on April 18th, acknowledging his recent four-fight losing streak and his hunger for a win to maintain his welterweight ranking. He respects Malot's toughness and anticipates a high-level, motivated performance from his opponent. That's all the fight news for now, but we've got a rapid-fire recap of all today's top stories coming up next. What a show! We saw justice delivered in the Aniah Blanchard murder trial. Tom Aspinall is back in the gym and making noise. Eddie Hearn is calling out UFC contracts, and Gilbert Burns is calling out Colby Covington's claims. Don't miss a single update like this video. Subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Plus, follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.